Welcome back to GasDiesel Garage, everyone. In today's episode, wife and I are taking a special ride. Not this ride, but that ride. Now, of course, from the helicopter ride, I saw this beauty, or this gem, down in somebody's backyard in the woods, covered with crap. So, of course, I found out where this guy lives, on the ground, of course, and I found this very rare 2003 Mercedes-Benz C230. And the reason why I say it's rare is because this thing has a 6-speed manual transmission. You don't see very many of those lately. Or actually not at all. But the only thing that's wrong with it is that it got hit from the left rear and it smashed the axle, snapped the axle right out of the differential. That's an easy fix. I don't understand why the owner didn't do that. And yeah, got the airbags, they deployed. But look, check this out. A 6-speed manual transmission. Man, this is gonna be fun. So stay tuned. Now I want you guys to understand how rare this C230 is. Not only does it have a 6-speed get rag transmission in it, but see, those 6-speed get-rag transmissions were only available in the Mercedes compressors, you know, the 4-cylinder supercharged hatchback Mercedes. But we got a treat. This one's coupled to a massive V6. Check that out, a V6 with a 6-speed manual get-rag transmission. So yes, this is a very rare Mercedes. Now, I can't tell you how many made it to the States or how many were sold in the States, but like I said, you never see these things. Now for today, what's on the agenda is we're going to focus in on getting that rear end rebuilt so we can at least drive it around and take it through its paces and see what else needs to be fixed on this gem. Well, the first thing is obvious. You can see that the wheel is turned in like that, and that's because when it got hit, it bent up all the control arms and the tie rods and everything else. And also, from what the owner told me when he was driving it, he was driving and he got hit from the side. And since he got hit from the side, it locked everything up and snapped the axle out of the coupler that goes into the differential. So hopefully it's just going to need an axle. Well, now that I have the wheel off, I'm looking at the extent of all this damage. The quickest way to get all this stuff out is to use the fire wrench. So that's what we're going to do. Well, okay. Got to replace some of these control arms, especially this one. But as you can see, that bolt needs to come out that way. Oops, that way. But the problem is, you got the body here. So what I'm gonna have to do is drop the whole subframe. Gotta hit the bolt, these two bolts, this bolt, and there's a bolt right under here, right there. And then of course, there's two on the other side, so I can drop the whole rear subframe just to get that one bolt out. Hey, look at this craziness. I had to drop the whole subframe, well at least just a little, just to get that bolt out. That's probably why they pay Mercedes-Benz mechanics lots of money. And of course, we got another one that's kind of a pain in the butt. This one sits up right next to the fuel filter, pulling this out that way. But the funny thing about this one is, if you guys ever want to know, this is, I believe this is probably the caster adjustment for your four-wheel alignment in the back. You can tell by how the oblong washer there, and then you got it on this side also. Actually goes in there like that, and when the mechanic is doing the alignment, he adjusts it by turning this, which they put in a really stupid spot. How are you supposed to get to that when it's behind the fuel filter, which makes no sense to me? Well, at least it's original equipment. See, it says Mercedes on there somewhere. Yep, right there. Well, I can now see why this thing wouldn't move. Big on axle, like I said, snapped right out of the coupler, and obviously that U-joint's not going to spin the tires. So therefore, and bad thing is that the left rear is actually the drive axle, and then the other one follows. So once that one goes, yep, might as well call it a day, because it's done. But good thing is, we got a brand new one ready to go in. Okay, got a correction. It's a brand new old one. Brand new old. That makes sense. Well, all right, now that we got the whole assembly put on, now it's time to throw the wheel on there and take this for its maiden voyage. Well, before it got wrecked, of course. Now that we got the left side of the rear end rebuilt, now let's see if the thing will actually even move, or if I lost my whole $300 that I paid for the vehicle. But irregardless, at least it's that much in scrap. But anyways, I got a good feeling that we did a good job. Yes, sir. We got that thing to move on its own power. But I tell you what, this Mercedes is far from being done. It needs a number of things. Of course, it needs the airbags replaced. You know, the curtain airbags, as you saw. Remember all that had to cut out, and a few other things. Oh, and the door airbags, but I got those on order and they're coming. So I urge you guys to like and subscribe, because you don't want to miss these next few episodes of this rare 6-speed manual transmission on the Mercedes C230. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next time. Peace.